So, hey, everyone that watches this video that can't attend tonight, I forgot to record. The good news is there is a recording of me talking for way too long about this for the morning section. And here you can see at least the answers to check yourself, for those of you that come to the evening section. Okay, so this one was this. No, we didn't talk to everyone. Or we can infer it from the 72%. We didn't survey all JC students is probably what it should say. Those are good answers. It's about 72%. And then it's nothing because it's biased if this is true. So everyone had a chance to see the answers, check your own answers. Did we do all of it? We did all these. Year is like this. Cool. 100%. You can submit the paper that you just wrote the number and your answer. Yes, definitely. If you don't have your course pack yet. I'm okay if you do that generally, although it's not as useful because these are the exam questions. The exams are written in the same format and the same types of questions as the worksheets. So I think it's super helpful to have the worksheets with the answers next to the question if you want to study from them. Although the only way to study is to have a blank question and do it, not reading over questions you already did. So they're useful for when you're doing the new question. Okay, so what do we got? 19 minutes. We could probably cover like 2 sections in that amount of time. So just kidding. Cindy, do you want to talk about what you are going to want to do tomorrow? You're muted.
We did all of 2.1.
Oh.
We did a little bit of 2.2. So yeah, we
Let's
did all of that. We know their favorite social media. We did all that kind of stuff. We did Pareto chart. We did all that. We skipped the circle graph, Eric. I wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we skipped that.
Well, so perfect. So let me summarize what I did this morning with the chapter 2 stuff. If I can, did I even do that this morning?
I think you did 2.1.
Okay. So from 2.1, it's super important that you know that word relative frequency and how to calculate it. We're going to tell you it's this for a while, and then we're going to be like, ha, it's something else. It's probability. But don't worry about that. That's what's to come. That's a little foreshadowing. I think, Cindy,
part divided by total.
That's it. Part divided by total. So if you do it just like that, you're going to get a decimal. And then if you multiply that decimal by 100, you would get a percent. In either of these representations, actually, so this is a fraction. That's a correct answer. This would be doing the division as a decimal. That's a correct answer. Multiplying by 100 gives you a percent. That's a correct answer. When you do MyStatLab, you'll need to pay attention to which form do they want it in and to how many decimal places do you have to round it to. You're going to love MyStatLab, so you're welcome. The other stuff that really, I think really the only thing that comes from this other than being able to read graphs. So can you read a bar graph? I guess one thing it's kind of important is, do you get the difference between a bar graph and a histogram?
Histogram touches, they touch.
Yeah, they touch.
Bar graph, they don't.
And the reason they touch is because the x-axis labeling matters in a histogram, because a histogram is quantitative information
Okay.
and a bar graph is qualitative. So you can reorganize those bars in any order you want, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. Because if you look at the x-axis on those, it's like, what was it, like Facebook, whatever that is, Twitter, I'm just kidding.
Instagram.
Instagram,
Somebody said we should take off Twitter and put in, what do we
TikTok.
need?
TikTok.
We need to update Alana.
TikTok, I don't know how to spell it. It's a tick and a
It's
talk.
not on there. We need to take off Twitter,
Yeah.
put in TikTok.
Yeah,
Alana needs to get up to date.
she's old school like me. I don't have any of these things.
Well,
Although I
you
did
know,
start.
Eric, it was so funny. Day class, almost everybody said Snapchat. Night class, we had a huge percentage Facebook.
Yeah, but if you were to do a percentage of how many people get on Facebook, that number would be different.
That's true. It was the most. That's right. That's right.
Interesting. Yeah, the data that Facebook puts out there is that Facebook skews older in terms of age. And some of these others.
So what are you saying, Eric? What are you saying?
That people of my age prefer
This night
Facebook.
class is older people?
That's not what
We
I
tend
said
to
at
be a
all.
little bit older in night class.
Well, who remembers MySpace? That's
Yes,
way
that's
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah, that's way
that's the
better.
question.
Honestly, I liked MySpace better than I do Facebook.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are showing your
Agree.
age now.
Yeah. Yep. Me too.
I'm not even 30, but yeah.
I didn't do MySpace either.
Oh,
I was
Yeah,
not on
Nicole
MySpace.
was
Nice
our
time.
none of these. She was the one that was none of these.
I'm so glad to hear that.
yeah.
They employ psychologists to help determine how best to keep your eyes on these things, because that's how they make money, is the amount of eye time you have on that. And then they generate their data from you, and then they sell you things.
Yeah.
Actually, they sell your data to other people who want to sell you things.
That is
And
very
on top
true.
of that,
Yeah.
watching it at night before you go to bed doesn't help you sleep.
No.
Oh, it's because
I
of the screen.
totally stopped
Bad for your
doing that
eyes.
because I can't sleep.
Yep.
Yeah, from the screen and probably from what you're seeing, because everyone's life is either magical or awful. And yeah. Okay, so let's see. This matters a little bit later. Understanding quantitative between qualitative, it's going to affect some of the things we talk about a little bit. Boy, is there anything else I wanted to say about that? I don't think so. Should we glance at the worksheets? I think for Cindy, for your class, they're turning in
Just 2.1 worksheet 1.
this. Would you, how about maybe, should we do groups? That's probably gonna take too long to jump into
I think
groups.
just do it together.
Yeah.
Let them talk. They talk. They can
Okay.
do it.
I'm not here. Talk to
Yeah,
each
you
other.
guys talk.
Oh, we're doing
I'm
that
not
right now?
here either.
We're doing it right now?
Yeah, page
Do it.
478, take a second and talk. How about let's do this? Since we have 19 people in here, you can't all talk at once. How about take 2 minutes to read it and think about it, and then we talk. So I'll put a timer on here. Set a timer for 2 minutes.
What page is this?
478.
478?
478.
We need a calculator, don't we?
So A is definitely bar chart, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No, it's a Pareto
It's actually a
Oh,
Pareto.
Oh,
because
is
it
it?
goes in
Yeah.
descending order.
Oh,
because it's
okay,
descending.
okay,
Yes.
that threw me off. That did.
Thought it was a bar chart.
Dang it.
That definitely got through me.
Yep.
So technically it is a bar chart, but more specifically, it's a special bar chart, right?
Yeah.
So you're only half wrong.
How many?
What percentage of plastics were produced by consumers?
So for B, would we add up the totals? Because this whole thing is plastic.
That's
Mhm.
that's what I did.
Yeah,
I came
Nice.
up with 407 million.
yes. That's what I got. 407, yep.
I got 407.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Reduced by give it 1 decimal point, okay.
So just go over 1 decimal point to be 1 point,
So it would be
1 point.
What was it?
4.2.
4.2 million. Right?
That's what I.
4%.
Yeah, but if we looked at what we did with frequency, we took the total and we divided it. So in the fraction, it was like, it would
So
be,
you,
you would take the number 42 of consumer and industrial and divide it by the 407, wouldn't you?
no, you do 407
Consumer and
divided by
institutional is the
42.
one part.
Oh, shit. Sure.
It's one part.
407 divided by 42.
It's one part right there, yeah.
Right.
It,
Divided by.
you would do it the other way, 407 divided by 42.
See, that's what I would
Okay.
think you would do, but on the frequency, that's not how we did our calculations for our decimals. We took.
He's got 42 divided by 407. Right there.
Yeah, but it wants the percentage of plastics by consumers. So you take the total, which is 407, and you divide that by how many from consumers, which is 42.
Okay.
So.
No,
So
no,
the part
like
would be
that-
42 out of the 407,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, it's asking for a percentage of the entire amount of plastic. We know that the entire amount of plastic is 407. So now we got to figure that tiny number, which is 42. So is that 42 divided by the total?
Yeah.
So it's 42 divided by 407 because of that reason.
So
it would
it's
be 1.03.
1.03.
That's what I got.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
And so in percentages, it's
Thanks, Mac, for explaining
10.3%.
that much better than I was.
But we're doing it.
So we have to do the exact same thing for D. So look at the number for textiles.
Mhm. Okay. So textiles is 47, so.
But then it says or transportation sectors. What, are we supposed to do both or combine them?
You combine.
so are we moving 1 decimal place over or 2 decimal places? Because we
That's-
have 2
Yeah, it
answers.
says
for
just
D.
one.
Just one still. Because it says give 1 decimal point.
Wait. Oh,
Add them
So it-
up.
Place to get a percent.
what percent? Okay.
Because the percent,
Ah.
yep. You move it over, yep.
Jesus.
So if you move it over, it's 1.03, not 10.3.
I hate.
Well, that's correct. We just need to move it over 2 decimal points to make it a percentage.
So it'd be
Oh, okay,
10.3.
Okay,
Yep. Because if you move it one over, it'd be one over to the right would be. Yes, well, is that one or two technically?
That's two.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right, right.
Why does it
Hold on,
say,
Eric. Where are you?
well, it
But-
says give one, but that's two. You're moving it two.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. He did move
You
it
guys,
to.
you guys,
I'm confused.
round to 1 decimal place, round.
Oh, I thought they were saying move the point over
So
to
let
one.
me show you this in Desmos so we can
Mhm.
talk a little bit about it, because this is actually a fairly confusing thing.
Yeah,
Rounding percentages. Do you round the decimal and then convert to a percent? Or do you write it as a percent? So here's your number, 42 over 407. Notice it's this crazy thing. That's the decimal version of this fraction.
Right.
If we're rounding the decimal to 1 decimal place, the answer would be 0.1.
Right.
Because that's the first decimal place. If we're rounding the percentage to 1 decimal place, we would
So
multiply the
10.3.
fraction by 100 and then round this number is the percent. We'd round that to 1 decimal place percent.
Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
So
you think
it's
that-
not clear, I don't think, whether we're supposed to be rounding, like give 1 percentage decimal place or 1 decimal place. I would argue because the question is what percent, then this is a percent decimal, so this is the correct answer.
It should have
would-
said round to 1 decimal place. It would have
Yeah.
been more clear.
Yeah, saying give 1 decimal place makes us all want to just move it over once. That's it.
Well, that's the thing. Anytime you change a percent to a decimal to a percent, you're always multiplying by 100, which moves the decimal place twice.
Twice.
So that never changes. What's messy here is like, should it be this, which is 10%, or should it be the 10.3? The good news is I would take either one of these as correct answers. I am not crazy picky about decimal places unless you round incorrectly. Like if you wrote down 11%, I'd be like, let's talk. There's a problem there. You all are awesome. I just want to say that right now, because this has been a fantastic sit and listen. We only have 3 minutes left. So in terms of time that you paid to be here, I'm happy to stay longer and answer any questions, but I want to like pause here and say, so you'll want to finish this. I don't think it's crazy complicated, but there are a few things that could get to you. What we're trying to help you practice is the trickiness of reading these things and the types of questions you're going to be asked. So here you got relative frequency weaved into reading a Pareto chart. So does
So
anyone
you
have
guys,
a question?
Eric, can I just say, you guys try to finish that and I will go over the answers with you tomorrow, but you guys on your own, you go try to finish that before tomorrow night and we'll go over and make sure that you got it.
One question I do have for number D or letter D, it says textiles or
Yeah.
transportations. So would it be an either or?
Because they're different
That's weird.
numbers.
In math, or means add,
Okay.
and means has to be in both,
what in the,
It's like every question is like this.
which is sort of subtract. So yeah, we'll talk about that in chapter 5 a lot. For here, yes, because it could be either one. So we want to, the part is the sum of the two. Because if it's in textiles, we count it. If it's in transportation, we count it.
so both.
So
Yeah.
both, add them together.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Brianna is making a good thing there is that they would be able to look at the morning Zoom session because we did go over more of this worksheet in the morning session.
I think we did the whole, yeah. Yes. What else was I saying? So I won't be with you until Wednesday, so a week from today, which is probably a good thing. So is there anything you think you need from me between now and Wednesday?
Coffee? No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, yes.
I
will-
always need
Favorite
coffee.
kind of coffee.
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee, so.
I drink lots of coffee.
It either causes cancer or prevents heart disease or gives you brain damage or makes you smarter. So any one of those things can happen when you drink it. So, you know,
Well, that's everything else too in life.
yes, being alive causes you cancer. So get ready.
I'm just, well, being realistic here.
So, okay, then the things that I need to do for you, number one is get due dates correct in Canvas. I need to get the worksheets that you're going to turn in to me in Canvas.
Zoom.
And I need to get the Zoom link correct and the where you can get the recordings correct. So I've got a lot of things to do to fix.
At least it's a 3-day weekend.
Yes, and I'm moving, so that'll help too. So please remember that I have tutoring tutoring hours tomorrow, 8:30 to 11. Just drop in if you want and ask me anything you need. I'm also available by email. Don't hesitate to ask questions. There's no bad question. I'm paid to help you. And even if I wasn't paid, I love what I do. I don't know. I don't know. I can't believe they pay me to do this. So take advantage of that and let's get you 4.0s, 3.0s, or 2.0s, whatever you want. Any of those. 4. Yeah, if you're nursing, you want a 4. If you
I
just
definitely
need
want a 4.
2.
Don't care.
Business 2. Yeah, come on. So if you're happy and you have no questions for me or Cindy, take off. You don't have to say goodbye.
I will see you guys tomorrow night. And I will also see you on Tuesday. So you get 2 nights of me before we see Eric again. Sorry.
No, that's good.
All right. See you. I
Bye,
will definitely
guys.
be there tomorrow since I don't know why I couldn't get in there yesterday. I might have to just uninstall Zoom and try reinstalling it or something.
Good idea.
I'll be wise.
Thank you. Have a
See
good
ya,
night.
Kayla.
Bye.
Have a safe
Bye.
weekend.
Bye, everyone. So nice to meet you all. Kayla, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. She can go. She has some questions, so she can go.
Someone's going to go here. Go ahead, Jennifer. And then
Okay.
Kayla, if you want, go ahead.
Well, I've taken this course before. Cindy knows a little bit about me. And the fact that I just
Hang
wanted
on.